What is going on, guys? It is Ahmed and I am back today with yet another video for you all, and this one is actually going to be an update and a price prediction, something that I don't typically do, but I decided to kind of give it a shot here with Zometica, ticker symbol ZOM. So guys, after we kind of mentioned it on the channel, we saw this one kind of surge quite a bit. So I'm pretty happy, again, for all of you who did get in last week on the 39 cent, 40 cent mark. Congratulations to you all. But today what I kind of want to do is do a little more, not so much of a deep dive. You can reference my other video, which I'll put in the description below if you're interested in doing that. But I kind of want to just give you guys, what's causing this stock to significantly increase in price and kind of the projections and where we think this is going. So guys, we'll go ahead and start with this Motley Fool article that they posted about Zometica, and again, they have their analysts and people who kind of analyze stocks, things like that. So again, what they said is, they kind of talked about the True Pharma, which I mentioned in my previous video, that again is going to detect adrenal and thyroid diseases in cats and dogs, and it's going to be released to the public and start selling its product March 30th. So guys, that is 2 months and 20 days away from today, January 10th. Again, please like and subscribe if you haven't before. And as always, thank you all so much for tuning in and joining me on this journey. So again, going back to Zometica. So as we could see, we're expecting, they said here that the total addressable market for diagnostics in the veterinary medicine or vet medicine is going to be $2.8 billion by 2024. Let's remember that, guys. $2.8 billion by 2024 for the projected total addressable market. Again, with the pandemic, we saw an increase in people who started adopting pets because, again, people wanted companionship due to quarantine, but people are realizing more and more that, hey, a pet is so much more than just that of a pet. It's actually a family member. So let's go on and talk about some of the things that they mentioned. So again, as I mentioned before in my other video, True Pharma is the product that's going to be live end of March. Hopefully they stated that. Again, the other two that are on the rise are the ZM020, point of care pathogen detection, and then the ZM017, which is actually in the validation stage. Very exciting. That's for the canine cancer liquid biopsy platform. Again, all of these are point of care testing. And I know there are competitors out there, but again, some of the things that they have, again, like this liquid biopsy, cancer biopsy, the canine cancer liquid biopsy platform, that one here is going to be unique just to Zometica. So please keep that in mind when it comes to point of care testing. Now, why are we excited about Zometica? Guys, Wall Street is sleeping on Zometica. Look at this. I use tip ranks all the time to look at price projections for stocks, and there's usually a lot of analysts that jump in and give their say. But guys, one analyst only rated Zometica as a buy for 30 cents. They put it at 30 cents. And this again is an old analysis that they had from previous year. And again, no one is looking at Zometica. And that makes it such a big opportunity for all of us that are retail investors and new to the space. And again, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Nor am I doing this for financial or medical advice. I'm just trying to put you guys on some of the things that I'm looking at, things that I'm buying. And Zometica is one that I feel like a lot of people are going to be sleeping on. So again, when people sleep, that's when we come in and grab as much as we can before it goes mainstream. So also, CNN Business, one analyst rating. As you can see here, one analyst, 30 cents. Guys, again, these projections are very outdated because there's no updates on Zometica since Wall Street is sleeping on this play. So what did I mention at the beginning of the video? I want to do a price prediction for Zometica because I truly believe we are going to take this one to the moon, guys. So Zometica, we said the total addressable market for diagnostics segment in the pet market is going to be $2.8 billion by 2024. So how am I doing this? Again, this is my bull case for Zometica. So if it's $2.8 billion by 2024, in about 3 years from now, we know Zometica, looking at its just current market cap, is $273 million. Now, for the S&P 500, we know that a respectable PE ratio, a price to earnings ratio, is between 10 and 15. So let's assume Zometica gets 20% of the total addressable market. I'm being kind of conservative. People can say 10% would be even more conservative, which makes sense. But again, I'm going to go with 20% for the total addressable market that Zometica is going to penetrate and have a grasp of by 2024. So what does that mean? If it's 20% of $2.8 billion, 20% of that is 28 times 2, which is 56. So about $560 million as their potential market penetration. So let's go to a calculator. So we said $560 million. So 560. I don't know how many 6 or zeros that is. So here's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. $560 million as potential penetration for Zometica alone, based off projections. If we do 10%, right? 10% of the total addressable market, or excuse me, we said 20%, but if we go ahead and calculate a PE ratio, so price to earnings ratio of about 10. So again, if we do 560 times 10, we are looking at potentially a $5.6 billion market cap, guys. $5.6 billion market cap. So if it's currently at 273 million, by 2024, based off just pure, again, rough calculations, we could take this number. Again, if we're going to look at that, that's pretty much a 20x in Zomedica's price, from about 48 cents or 49 cents in the aftermarket. If we take that times 20, 48 times 20, we're looking at a $9.60 per share price target for Zometica, based off rough estimates. Guys, what does that tell us? What does that tell all of you? Again, this is kind of a no-brainer for me. I'm looking at Zometica as a buying opportunity. I'd be considered what you call an early adopter. Again, of course, Zometica, none of this can hold true and things can just go haywire. People don't like pets anymore. But what's the reality of that? And the probability, very low. And the risk here, again, of course it's risky. It's a penny stock. Volatility and risk are going to be there. But if we look at the volatility just in the last month, so if you could see here, it's up and there's ups and downs, but mainly ups and downs towards the up trend, right? So it's crashing upwards is what we kind of call that. So guys, we saw this significant jump, yes, 91%, and the people were like, oh, it's too late. Now it's pulling back. Look, it consolidated at 40 cent mark. So if we look at the 5-day chart, 50 cents all the way up to about again, stayed around 50 cents throughout the week. Yes, there was a little bit of a pullback. That's where I kind of bought in my shares, thankfully. But then we saw it go back up 22% and it's holding strong. So guys, and a lot of people are starting to put this one on their radar. Bigger YouTubers, not small guys like me, the bigger guys. I could drop a name like Chris Sane today. He just uploaded about Zometica. When there's people like that who are bigger in the space, who have more influence, overall, not the most influence, sure, but a significant influence, guys, that means that this one is going to start seeing better volume, much stronger volume, which is going to propel the stock upwards. And, a lot of these guys who do the technical analysis and those kind of videos and just reading some information about them, they're saying that we have surpassed the bearish territory, and now we're on a bull run. So for all of you who have not picked up a position, look into this one, keep it on your watch list. It might pull back a little bit on Monday, but again, over the next 2 months, and please, just remember, over the next 2 months, the true forma is going to be public and it's going to go live. So what's going to happen when the news pops out? People are going to start buying it because people like to see things that are official. They don't like rumors. They don't like speculation, but we do. So please, guys, as always, keep this one on your radar. Keep this one on your watch list. Buy in if you haven't. Again, I shouldn't say buy in because, again, I'm not a financial advisor, but look into it. Keep an eye on it. I bought in, and I'm going to increase my position size if it does go down. And as always, until next time, keep investing.